Do another video tomorrow. Couldn't do it tonight, talking about the CIA tactics that's being used against me with regards to this curse. But anyways, with that being said, there's a possessing spirit that's trying to take hold of my body, of my entire consciousness, and it's extremely scary to say the least. Um, with that being said, it's gotten to the point, it's scary because my consciousness has become so real thin to the point where if I just think a thought, it can have an impact on my astral body. Like, for instance, I wasn't even trying to think. It wasn't even deliberate. And next thing I know, I had shorn off, or in other words, cut off something in my consciousness. And that's very, very scary to say the least. With that being said, I have no spiritual protection whatsoever. I have no protection from God, from Jesus. I mean, I do have spiritual protection from Him, but it just keeps getting worse where I'm approaching death. And that's extremely scary to say the least. Usually in your consciousness, you have backup entities or backup forces, things that's meant to keep the order of things if everything else fails, and I don't have that. With that being said, I have a very, very malicious possessing entity that's tied to the consciousness of Nicholas Bearden. And I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of him. It's extremely complicated, but at the commencement of this curse, two very, very malicious entities. One was my father in the timeline where he was a deadbeat dad and a deadbeat cop. The other one was, and I was told this at the beginning of the curse, a man named Seamus Anderson. Now, I kind of wonder if it's somebody who's associated with Joe Hips at the Southern California Psychic Institute, the guy who wears glasses. I'm going to go ahead and look that up. Let me look up his name. Like I said before, I'm down to like barely my soul consciousness. This curse has me beat. I've been getting destroyed in the astral plane by Hecate, along with the Okalas through their roach attachments. They all made a pact to keep me from being able to get back to where I was. To make a long story short, the Hecate that she works with, Zendaya, is really Barbara, mixed with the poor spirit guides of mine who've been placed in hell realms in their consciousness, who I've been trying to rescue. With that being said, there's a very, very malicious entity that lives in my body that I've been trying to get rid of. And it's Seamus Anderson. Let me go ahead and look up the name. I was trying to figure out, I forgot the name, and I was trying to look it up, and I can't. But it's a possessive spirit, two of them, and they're both linked to Nicholas Bearden's consciousness, his head. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get rid of these things. Anyways, I'm going to be doing a video tomorrow talking more in depth about the demiurge and his impact on what he's done to me and my family. And it's fucking terrible. The evil that this motherfucker has allowed and wrought out of jealousy. A lot of people that you see who are homeless on the street, they're condemned to that life because they have strong spiritual abilities and powers, which God, the demiurge, doesn't like. Very diabolical motherfucker. He placed a very demonic entity in charge tonight, from what I'm understanding. Very, very devious entities, very, very diabolical entities, in an attempt to scare me into silence, spiritually, and so forth and so on. With that being said, um, to all of you out there, I pray for help, for assistance in getting rid of this, doing something about it. That entity is fucking with me right now as I talk. I'm trying to expunge it, hopefully get something done about it. Anyways, to all of you out there, it's trying to make an attempt at intimidate me into silence. So, to any of you out there, if you have any ideas on how to get rid of this spirit, please, go ahead and throw me your ideas, prayers, energy, you know. Again, I'm down to my soul consciousness. They keep moving me back and forth in the astral plane so that nobody can find out where I'm at and help me out. So to all of you out there, please take care. Have a wonderful day. Peace. Guy's name is George Ephraim. So anyways, it's getting really, really tight because I'm starting to release more information on this, and I'm getting less spiritual protection because of the person or the people, the entities bearing Samity and the demiurge who cursed me. And I'm just going to keep putting it out there. With that being said, to all of you, out there, have a good night. Take care. Goodbye, man. This is some evil shit. I'm gonna be doing a standalone article on and trying to get an entity attachment of him to fuck with me, a roach attachment they call it. More about these evil entities and their involvement in this curse, because this is evil. Peace.